Hi everyone, my name is Julian Avila. I'm with New American Funding, the Steve Shower team. I'm making this video today for you all that just are interested about credit, how it begins or how it starts, and just learning that overall. Obviously, it's a big part of life, getting credit, figuring out how to buy a car, figuring out how to buy a home, and also, figuring out how to buy other things that involve taking a loan or taking financing options. So I did want to just go over those details with you, what it entails, how I started off with credit, and just pretty much be informative on that. So first things first, the way I started establishing credit was through a secured credit card. I got mine specifically through Bank of America. You can get one through Chase, you can get one through Wells Fargo. Any bank you probably bank with, you can pretty much probably get a secured credit card through. The process is they'll take a down payment from you. It's typically kind of what it is. But it's a secured part. It's the secured part. It's like a security deposit, really. So they'll request from you anywhere between $75 to $100, and they'll give you a credit limit of like $300 on a card. And that for that period of time, probably for about 12 months, it'll be considered a secured credit card. And you probably won't start developing a score until after 6 months of using that card. So you pretty much use it like a normal card. You spend on it, pay it back, spend on it, pay it back. And then after 6 months, you'll start developing a score, probably be somewhere in the mid 600s, let's say. And then at 12 months, as long as you have a good history of paying the credit card back and not missing a payment, they will send you back your security deposit of that $75 to $100. And now your card is considered a full credit card. And at that time, you're just using it like normal, right? Paying things off, using it, paying things off, using it. But really, a lot of people kind of lose the aspect of what the purpose of a credit card is for. They like, oh, I got like $6,000 in credit. Let me just go blow it, right? Not typically how you want to use it. The way I've used it and the way I've kind of been shown or what to do with it is you want to leverage it. So it's because it's borrowed money, right? So the cash you have in hand that you get paid every month from your job or that you make every month is hard, cold cash, right? And you can buy certain things with it that you can't buy with credit. For example, investments. You can't invest in the stock market with credit. You can't invest in the crypto with credit. You can't make big time purchases with credit or with credit cards because cash holds more weight than that does. So what I like to do is leverage it. So if there's certain things I can pay, for example, my household bills, some of my bills can be paid with it. Some bills cannot. But those bills that can allow to keep more cash in my pocket and make more outside investments to make more money on my money. Ideally, that's kind of how you'd like to use credit, right? I'm not saying use credit and just go blow all your money on investments like gambling, stock market, do all that, but small investments, maybe like life insurance policies or trust funds, things like that where money can grow. 401ks, where money can grow, right? That's kind of how you want to use credit. So pointing out a couple things that are really important that go into credit and developing a great credit score so you can make big time purchases like cars and homes, things like that, yachts, I'm just kidding. Yachts, stuff like that are a few things. So you have credit history, you have credit utilization, you have derogatory marks, you have the number of accounts, and the total age of a credit, or your age of your credit. So those 6 things there are what make up your so-called FICO score, your credit score. The biggest ones out of that are going to be utilization, payment history, and pretty much total of accounts. Those are like the biggest ones that make the most impact on your score. Especially payment history. I think that's like a little over 35% of it. So obviously making on-time payments is a big thing. Utilization, you want to keep utilization at about 30%. So for example, if you are using, if you have a $10,000 credit limit, you can use up to $30,000, right? So you have 2 credit cards, one's a $5,000, the other's a $5,000. On both cards, you don't want to use no more than $1,500 on each card. Total of $3,000, total of 30% utilization. And then as far as number of accounts, you want to typically have a couple of accounts, like maybe 2 to 3. You don't have to go outrageous and have 10 credit cards and 3 loans and all that, but 2 to 3 accounts, credit cards, auto loans, a mixture of both, whichever. More is fine, just typically you kind of want that much. But other than that, credit overall is a big thing. So if you do have any other questions on how it works or how to even improve your score, which is something I can help out with too, I've done something called a credit simulator where we can work on, if you like you've already have existing credit, we can pretty much predict, create a pathway for you to get your score from wherever it's at to where you want it to be. Whether how much time it takes, how much money it takes, I can set you on pretty much a plan. That's something you'd like as well. I have the tools for that. But overall, yeah, credit is a big thing in life, and I mean, I feel like everyone should know how to use it and how it works. But thank you, and if you have questions, please leave it down in the comment section. If there are any concerns or anything you'd like to follow up on, let us know. Thank you and bye.